starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Stack, that. And, alright. We're walking. So, this is Baldur's Gate, Enhanced Edition, Death Wish %, which is a category that I'm trying to define and create. The Enhanced Edition, it was released by Beamdog in 2012, I think it was.
Emmeline.
We're going to ignore as much dialogue as we can while we're here.
Oh, my child, I am glad I have found
the original was
you.
released in
If we ever
1998
become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira.
And
they have long
the
been my
Enhanced
friends,
Edition
you can trust
is
them.
very similar to the original, though it uses the engine from Baldur's Gate 2. So, among other things, there are a few classes that exist
Let's
there.
have a child.
That
The night
didn't
can only get
exist in the
worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry.
one of which is what we're playing,
Explain everything as
Sorcerer,
soon as there is time.
which is the only reason this category actually works.
Wait, there is something wrong.
The category,
Ambush.
Death Wish
Prepare
%,
yourself.
is playing with a single character on the same difficulty level, with no use of items except for plot items for the purposes of finishing plotline quests. And while we're at it, minimum stats. So enjoy those entire 30 character attribute stat points, including 3 strength, 3 constitution, 3 dexterity, which means pretty much everything is very, very deadly, especially in combination with the fact that especially in combination with the fact that we're playing on Insane, which is core rules difficulty, which is actually harder than the standards difficulty.
Oh, there, wanderer. Stay thy
conversations.
course a moment to indulge in
In addition, monsters deal double damage because we're playing on Insane. So, pretty much everything is a one-hit kill. You're really lucky you might survive the first hit and then quickly get killed. So we're going to be avoiding as much combat as we can. And the combat that we do have to deal with, we're going to be using kiting tactics, which is running enemies around in circles and casting spells from the distance as much as possible. So you'll notice that I am walking up to the edge of maps, and that is because the way the world map works for Baldur's Gate is in order to reveal new locations, you have to actually explore a map edge. You have to only do it for a fraction of a second like that. And early on, there are a couple of maps that I need to unlock for later on in the run. There is definitely going to be a lot of walking around during this run. They'll try to make that as short as possible. And the early portion of the run is dominated by trying to get to level 6. Essentially, the only tools that we really have at our disposal, since we are going to be using items, is spells. And I need a 3rd level spell in order to make pretty much anything viable. Believe it or not, I need to do this. That guy's holding a golden bolt he stole from a goddess of the sea, which is why no one really cares about those guys. No one really cares that we just walk up to him and murder him in cold blood. Because as it turns out, the created committed an atrocity against a sea goddess, which we're unwittingly helping to restore at the moment. Um, but yeah, so we need a third level spell in order to be able to handle a lot of the tricks and bosses later on in the game, actually even fairly early in the game. There used to be bugs that would allow you to duplicate experience from finishing quests, though you won't be able to make use of that because those bugs have been fixed in the Enhanced Edition. That armor in it. There are actually a lot of bugs that used to exist that there's our first level. We're not going to actually take it yet, but that's important. Let's see if we can survive this first time. Ah, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Won't take longer. Again, we'll get by. Take a couple of tries. Oh, he survived. That's okay. Quick detour over here to unlock another piece of the map. That didn't used to be that wasn't necessary until actually fairly recently. Drolag's
Hergen would speak at you, so listen up a moment or two.
Used to be just explorable by map edge.
That's about enough.
But a fairly recent update made it so that you have to actually have dialogue in Olgoth's Spear in order for it to show up. So that's what that little detour was about. We're taking the long way around there to, slightly long, to avoid a conversation with a hunter, which we really just don't need to have. So we're headed south for a little more experience and to unlock the path down to Nashkel Mines for later. Once we get to level 6, that's going to be the start of blitzing through the flock as fast as we can. But that will still be a bit. There are a couple of map locations that we still need to unlock on the way. One conversation
What do you need?
Right here. Let's try to get him stuck on a cow. Good. And there are 2 little quests that we need to do over here. There it goes. And 2 map edges to explore.
Here now, get out! I don't like it.
Marl.
You tell him, Marl.
Experience there. So
I got
one
some
and only
shit
purchase
here
that
for
we're
ya.
going to do in the game. One book. To finish another quest. Right over here. Silver beard or something.
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Just dump our items that he gave us. We'll be using those. And we're heading south. Thank you very much, 6-7 and Apscornia. I will definitely take your luck on this speedrun. For better or worse, the Infinity engine, which is what Baldur's Gate games are made in, is pretty much a
That's about enough.
random number generator
one day.
nightmare. A lot of things can go wrong, and we just have to adapt when they do. But we could get lucky. Get some advice for refrain for next time with my mic. I'll try and talk a little louder to compensate since the game is too loud. I tried to dial it down in a previous test run, but it sounds like I need to dial it down a little bit more. Alright, I'm going to do a safety save a couple of times along the path down here because there are monsters that can show up along this path. If we're lucky, nothing will show up at all. But they can show up, and if they have both, oh, see, there we go. There's the overlay. Overlay, however you want to pronounce it. I'm just going to outrun it though, so it's not a problem. That should be the only enemy that shows up on this screen, so. Yep, looks like we're clear there. Alright. A couple of enemies that could pop up here if we're unlucky. Strat to avoid this first one if it pops up. So here we are. Save. Hopefully we won't need it. Just gonna play it safe. Here, there's one where it can show up, hopefully it won't, or at least it won't be in our turn. Nice, got lucky there. Alright.
With your hurry...
Alright, we're here to pass through, but while we're in town of Nashville, there's one piece of that XP that we need. A little character called Noober that most players either didn't really interact with much, or possibly killed. Once he shows up, he'll start following you all around town and breaking you out of conversations to talk to, which is pretty annoying. But, as it turns out, if you talk to him, and you're more annoying to him than he is to you, then you can actually get a little bit of XP out of him, so you want to talk as fast as you can. And good, we got the experience. It's actually possible to miss that experience. I've broken the script for that by doing it too fast before. And if we miss out on that experience, come on. If we miss out on that experience, then that can actually break the run. It'd be unfortunate. Because this run is rather tuned down to the XP. So we've been missing out on a little bit. Pretty big problem. It's easy to come. So we're here to find the little boy's lost dog. There's a little bit of a surprise end to this little quest. There's the dog. Unfortunately, we can only move at the speed of dog, which is a little slower than our walking speed at this point. That's okay, because it gets us where we need to be. Come on, Rick. Alright, turns out the boy is a demon. Spoilers, sorry, should have warned you. And a nice slugging experience and a gem that we immediately discarded. So at this point, we're going to go up to level 2. Sorry, 3 actually. I'm going to pick up a spell that we're going to definitely going to need later. I'm going to warp up here just so that when we come down here,
You
we'll
have
have the
been
right
waylaid
spot.
by enemies and must defend yourself.
Get so far. dangerous battle. A little bit of bug, just to make sure that I aim properly. Alright. Actually went surprisingly well. Let's get good luck where I can get it. Roll higher than normal damage. Chicken. Fortunately, I need to rest a couple of times here. Good. Just going to kill a skeleton before it can kill us. Our armor class is terrible. Alright. Got it. Nice. Love the extra damage. That skull to finish the quest. And turn our chicken friend back into a mage.
I be Thalantir, mighty mage of Baragost.
Quick save, because this is 50-50 with the chicken dies. Let's see what happens. Like the chicken dinner? Yep, got it. Okay. Bunch of experience right there. That's perfect. Good, that's perfect. And now, we're going to thank our lovely little mage friend for all his hard work. Timing on this is pretty tight. Good, we're up by extra. Good luck here on the damage rolls. Survive that. We're using saving and loading to prevent him from actually getting out of the neutral state and into the aggressive state. So at this point, we're going to pick up one of the most important spells in the game. Invisibility. Immediately use it. Walk right on by monsters. There's a surprising lot of the game that we can just ignore now that we have invisibility, but we still have a couple of levels to earn. So walking up to a particular patch of forest that is infested with basilisks, because they're very good experience, and that'll get us up to level 4 and up to level 5 and partway to level 6 just by killing basilisks, which is relatively fast. And because we now have that spell, Protection from Petrification, they're not really going to be a risk to us as long as I keep the execution tight. Basilisk Forest. There's a friendly ghoul. I don't know if we knew there was such a thing, but there actually is one. We may be availing ourselves of its service. Potential NPC to pick up, but again, that. I'm just going to get ready and start killing basilisks. normally that shot that it does will petrify you. It roll for petrification. We'll use it roughly once around, but because of protected from petrification, it's hopefully just going to sit there and not do a whole lot. While we're mostly dead. It's alright, we're gonna run out of spells, but that's part of the thing. It's not dead yet. Some things in the game will fully heal up when you rest, some won't. Fortunately for us, the basilisks are in the latter category, not the former. Kill a few basilisks before we can move on to leveling up, which will then speed up the remaining couple basilisks. Alright, one down. Screen. You have to be a little bit careful because they're, it seems like their shots go out a little bit faster than once per spellcasting round, so they can, if I'm not careful, interrupt my spellcasting, which will just slow it down a little bit. So we're going to let it cast this last one before we get visibility. Walk away. Yep. Pick it up. We should be able to finish this one off now. It's going to be a funny little trick with the greater basilisk in a moment, which will actually allow us to cast spells faster than once per round. Only because the Greater Basilisk is, does not start off as hostile to get there. So we've got one more Basilisk to deal with first. Regular Basilisk, that is. Let's see if I can interrupt. Save the rest of that bit for rest. Here. No. Nope. Nope. That. If we quick save and quick load. We can ignore the round timer and cast faster. The only reason that works because the Greater Basilisk isn't listed as aggro, so we can save even though we just attacked it. I have to be a little careful because if I kill it without getting the experience, then there we go. Got it leveled up. Excellent. It's possible to miss that experience, which would be a big, big problem. So we need is just get for safekeeping. Okay. So, I'll time this carefully. Get it. Good. Got it. We'll interrupt his spellcasting every round, and taking care of him will be very easy. Then we've got 2 more basilisks to kill, and then we're headed to Drolag's Tower for the last level. Well, the last level for this section. Okay. There's one basilisk down here. Decided to chase me. That's exciting. If it actually closes the distance and attacks me, it'll probably kill me. But they're pretty slow, so that's not a huge risk. On the right here. Finished off. Alright, good. Drolag's Tower. Safety and visibility, just for good measure. Two monsters on this bridge that are very powerful, but they're weak to magic damage. Well, they're unusually not resistant to magic damage because they're resistant to pretty much everything else. So fortunately, our little magic missile spell is the perfect thing to use against them. They still have a lot of hit points though, and they're extremely deadly. So we do have to be careful. Usually 6 castings will exactly kill it. Now if it doesn't, there's a backup plan. Oh, that is not the way we want to go. Whew. Got it. Okay, that's one down. Make sure got the experience. Good. Yeah, good. Yeah, that's why I cast invisibility. Every so once in a while that guy shows up to ruin your day. Not worth fighting it. Careful coming around here to draw only one guy. It's okay if we draw more, but it's preferable to keep it simple. There's one down. Let's try and pick up the second. Dangerously. Ideally, it would take 3 castings to kill, but that one was 4. Let's take his life. They're gassed. Fortunately, they're still relatively quick to take care of. Oh, there's 2. Sorry. The ones we need. I'll soften this one up. Nope. Play it, run around the table. Be careful now, because I'll turn around. I'm pretty good at that part. You die playing run around the table. Not careful. Experience looks good.
Destiny or no, I'm not long for this place.
Okay. Kieran Hanley's favorite demon that gets you a lot of
You need
experience.
something, stranger? You need something, stranger?
Looks fine. I'm gonna trap you, your demon friend. This should get us to level 6. Excellent. Good. Get that level real quick. Skull trap is the spell we've been waiting for. So, we get it. That means right there, I may have to change the way I'm handling the split with the timing. This LttP is much later, but that's okay. I'm still with the idea of the run. slight moment for breathing room right here. Rest. It's going to be our go-to spell. Over 35 minutes to get to level 6. Pretty good. So now we're going to start blitzing through the plot as fast as we can. Yep, the Wanderer is impressed with the way that I've split up the inputs for the stream. Just wait until we get to the special surprise later. And 6-7 says that my level of awesome is 6. I'll take that as quite the compliment, because I know that 6 is one of the magic numbers.
So you want to take a look at me,
Here we are at Nashville Mines. Got to get access.
Stand away, citizen!
We're going to visibly walk as fast as we can to the very end of the mines.
That's about enough for one day.
Six Seven says that they're all magic. Sorry, pro tip: they're all magic numbers to someone. Very true. Very true. We're gonna see if the kobolds up here are going to be these ones. These, we're going to see if they're going to be trolls to me or not. They're going to let me just walk on by. That's good. Sometimes they walk around and obstruct the ability to go forward, which is never ideal. Baldur asks what app I'm using for stream and timing the runs. Streaming is open broadcast software, and timing the runs is that one's quite yet. There we go. Kobolds. Okay, there are a couple of traps up here we have to be careful with. Trap go
I could use a little.
Oh well, that one done. It's okay. I don't remember, but there's a plugin that you can get for Open Broadcast for doing the time splits. I'm going to unfortunately ignore the individual timing for LttP. That will be the surprise for later. There's some more traps up here, but we're going to hope to try and scrape just around the outside of them to avoid triggering them. And we'll do a couple of safety saves just to slow them down. That's got 5 down. And we're almost off to our first boss, Mullahay. Spot here. Another kobold.
That's it, for one day.
Looks like I got them. Excellent there. Again. And prep to kill Mullahay. Looking good there. As soon as we deal damage to him, we want to save, reload, and if necessary, rest. So that was our first boss. Second note, we're on our way. That was a chapter finish right there. It's too slow to actually listen to the plot. Let's just keep going forward. Oh, and the Wanderer. If you remind me later, I can help dig up what the plugin is for the splits. Though I think there's a page somewhere on Twitch that has links to those kinds of resources. But if you have trouble finding it, just let me know. 6-7 says, spoken like a true D&D player. Let's ignore the plot. Yep, that's about right. Six Seven wants to know how much damage the plot weapon deals. Well, I'm not quite sure
You
about
have
that.
been waylaid by
Excellent
enemies
question.
and must defend yourself.
Random encounters, but they're not dealing. They don't have range, so just gonna walk around it. That's fine. Not a big deal.
That's about enough for one day.
There's a character up here that we need to kill before we can reveal the bandit camp, which is our next major plot point. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So reveal damage. We'll take what we can get. Good one. Alright.
Seems to me like these men want a little trouble. I'll give them trouble.
Alright, perfect. Alright, we don't actually need to loot anything off his body, we just need him dead. You'll see it says that the world map has been updated, that's what we needed. So, now we're off to the bandit camp. There used to be a little neat trick with a map skip. It used to be that if this area was revealed but not visited, or if the bandit camp is revealed but not accessible, that when you visit here, you also make the bandit camp accessible, so you can walk to the map on the right, but unfortunately that trick doesn't work anymore. They apparently found that bug and fixed it. Got a big saving over the course of the run. There are a few seconds here and there can add up. But, oh well, we don't get that convenience anymore. So there's a nice little... a nice ambush up here. This is a room full of bosses. I'm currently invisible, so they can't see me, and they are currently not set to aggravated aggro, so they won't. So I can still save in here. There's a trap on that chest, but if you're really careful, you can avoid it by a specific timing. Pick up the one scroll we need to recast invisibility before they go aggro or start dialogues, and just walk right out.
That's about enough for one day.
Okay. These guys can probably still kill me. Even though they're level 1 monsters, they could probably kill me. sitting at 8 total hit points. They deal double damage, so even one hit might be the enemy. But it's time to get down to the mines. Where Transit lives, he is the next plot point. We have to kill him. But before just kind of deadly.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
It really helps to be invisible when I get waylaid by enemies. So I expect you to go the long way around here, but we're just going to take a shortcut and head straight up. It doesn't matter where on the map we hit the north edge, as long as we hit the north edge, that's all that counts. Spiders and web traps. We're gonna have to walk through the web traps, and we're just gonna hope to get good saves. Oh, I missed the first one. What happens? Decent luck is passing 2 out of 3. Mediocre luck is only passing 1. Okay. 1 for 2. Alright, 2 for 2. That's not bad, actually. Once again, we just have to hit north. This time we're not heading north, we're heading to the east.
That's about enough for one day. You have been waylaid by enemies and
Click on the draw for those enemies. Head to the east end of the map again. That's what 6-7 says. And then the hero of legend and heir to destiny walked around the edges. Walked around the edges invisibly. And cheese to the bandit lord. That's about right. It's hard for me to read while I'm speedrunning. I guess it's hard for me to read and talk and speedrun at the same time. 2 out of 3 is not too bad. Interesting, the shield spell does also block magic missiles. So this nice little magic missile trap won't do anything. Now I'm going to try and quick save past that trap. And we are. And this is where things get noisy. Usually the slaves start running around screaming for help, which unfortunately we are not going to be providing today. Surprisingly docile today, though. Alright. Gotta walk right up to the invisible door here. It takes however long it takes to get back. Good. Try and save our way past a couple of these traps. Alright, fine. You triggered the traps already. Well, you lived. That's the important thing. Alright. Transit here is a little annoying. He has mirror image cast, which will interrupt spells. Didn't work. Next story says, sorry I can't save you from a lifetime of torture and toil. I need to get over here as fast as I can. Well, it's a speed run. Gotta do what we gotta do. I'm getting very lucky with Transit. That's okay. I'll get him. Get him eventually. Essentially, I have to get lucky and just roll and pierce through the shield. I'll have to do it a few times since you're on energy here. Got him once. Looks like a double hit because he didn't save, which is better. He does not get as much attack with rests, which is convenient. Otherwise he would be almost unkillable. Essentially be unkillable with this tactic at least. There is another way to do it, but surprisingly it takes longer. Got him. Might just be one more. Might just be one more. You can do about this, not going
Your sleep has been interrupted. Monsters are about. More.
Come on, Transit.
Your victory shall be.
Last rest.
Your sleep has been interrupted. Monsters are about. Your sleep has been interrupted. Monsters are about.
This has got to be the last hit. Come on. There you go.
Have dealt a great blow.
Get out. Well, still some hour. Alright. Now we finally get to enter the city of Baldur's Gate. That wasn't transit, that was Davaron. Oh well. Dead's dead. Wow, really good luck. Usually there's some combats on the way back from the mines. Such a long way to go, but they're lucky. Shaved off a little bit of the time to be wasted on Davaron.
I serve the flaming fist.
Citizens, please step forward.
Skill for good measure so we can start avoiding dialogues inside Baldur's Gate. And always get to up on spells. The Iron Throne. We'll be back here momentarily. Seven suns. We're not going to do that at all. Just going to left it off with Angers on the Merchant's Guild. That's just how it's going to be. Guards down here, otherwise they'll chase us down and talk to us. We don't want that. So now we need some evidence of the Iron Throne and Cerebos bad doings. So we're going to storm the tower. How am I? Just a little bit ago. Lots of people with lots of dialogues in here, and most of them want to also battle me. There's a particular room at the top of the tower that is just full of people that want me dead. But we're going to do the heroic thing and avoid them all. Little Nick 677 Little Nick, how the hero ultimate folks. Crippling social anxiety was actually an asset on their quest. Yep, pretty much. Both those. Casting the ability again. And that's the evidence. No need to fight them. A lot of experience and loot to be had if you do. And for most casual play, it's pretty unavoidable, but just slow us down. So we're about to go to Candlekeep. A little bit after Candlekeep, well, after we get back out of Candlekeep, we're going to be coming back to the city of Baldur's Gate. We're going to kill one NPC, set up a couple of things in the Ducal Palace, and then it'll be time for the surprise. Surprise, I'm not going to entirely reveal yet.
Greetings, taxpayers. I am Duke Elter, commander of the Flaming Fifth.
I'm not going to ruin the surprise quite yet.
Hold, travelers!
But I will tell you
Before
that
you will be allowed
it
in,
involves
you must donate a
holding my breath
great value to our
and
library.
to indicate to you guys that I'm not cheating with holding my breath. I've got a piece of clear duct tape, yes, such a thing exists, that I'll be using to hold my nose, and I'll keep my cheeks puffed out to indicate that I'm not breathing through my mouth. Any of you know a way of breathing through your mouth while your cheeks are puffed up? Then by all means, let me know.
stranger?
I've not heard of such a thing, and I'd be
Our
rather
library is a man's
curious
harem of knowledge.
how that would work.
That's about enough.
Didn't mean to get that dialogue. That's okay. So once I set things up in Ducal Palace, I'm actually going to start another speedrun while I'm waiting for
Our
things to play out in
rules
this
are
one.
very strict. Someone disturbs me.
One great thing about Candlekeep, when you do the revisit, if you go for a speedrun, the answer to every question is 2. It's very nice. I don't have to remember dialogue paths or anything like that. I just have to spam
Greetings,
to
young
it as
one.
fast as I can. Alright, and it's walking time. One time for the townsfolk, their lies. Oh, they're doppelgangers. It's the same thing, right? Yes, Queen Ducal sends her regards. Well, she sent some of her friends for a little bit later, and that's actually the biggest problem with the Ducal Palace, is the friends of Queen Ducal. So amusingly, there's a guy up here who is supposed to auto talk to you as soon as he sees you, and accuse you of things to stain your reputation, blah 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 blah. But since he's invisible, we never see him, but the plot still assumes that he smirches your reputation. Oh well. It's just like the TV could surprise me right now. You hear that music? You know what's going to happen. One more star shred. Gotta overshoot this. It's really bad to overshoot it. Okay. So this guy is dead.
Look at it's the heroes of the circle. Look at it's the look at it's look at it look at it look at look at look at
So managed to get it if possible.
look at
Look
at
It's a
look at
lot harder.
look at
It's a lot slower.
look at
And a lot more dangerous.
look at it look at it's the look at
Yeah.
look at
It's really good saving throws.
look at look at honey. Look at look at honey. Look at honey.
It's great.
Look at honey. Look at Christmas. Look at
Look at Crystal, honey. 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 It's the heroes of the Sword Coast. They're the real deal.
Your sleep has been interrupted. Monsters are about.
Preparation for later. This is going to be a little bit before we start this class. Now's a good time to do it.
Hello? You must gather your party before venturing forth. You must gather your party before venturing forth. Hello? I serve the flaming fist! You must gather your party before venturing forth. Hello? I serve the flaming fist!
Perhaps, shut up. Let Servox speak.
Enjoy that. I'm getting back to Baldur's Gate. I'll explain what happens later. But I'm in the corner so you can enjoy. So, back to the run. Over here. Alright, all 6 doppelgangers are left. Whole other quite shaky. It's oxygen flowing again. that.
Run as you will.
So I kicked him in the head till he was dead.
That personal talk to us on that. Alright. Which one's the last bits? I'm gonna get through the maze, set up Sarah. Yeah, sorry. Here, let me show the audio and bring the video back. Use mine on. There we go. That should do it. Now we can still enjoy the ending, and I suppose I should probably just go through that too. I'll robot and what. hallway is dangerous. So I'm going to focus on it a bit, but I'll help scrolling through into the past when I can. You may as well enjoy those items. Surprisingly, this actually is the short path for the maze. It's just a long maze. It's easier to just walk through these traps and get the magic missiles cast on you. Possibly cause those traps a lot easier and I think slightly faster. There's an ambush up ahead, which we're also going to, surprise, avoid. One nice thing about this area is that it seems like you never actually have to worry about enemy encounters on this. But what you do have to do is kill all of the bats. Because bats will do everything. You might think this is superfluous, but it matters.
You are indeed families. Face me! Face the new Lord of Murder!
Quite yet.
Face me! Face the new Lord of Murder!
There's one up there. Okay, enough of that. Good. Alright. Get to the meat of it. Set up a huge trap to serve up a lot of hit points. We're going to get it out of here a couple of times.
Vita. 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 Vita.
He's got a lot of hit points. It's worth it. Trust me. Trust me.
Vita. 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 Vita.
That should be enough. On screen. That should be just about right. So ideally what's going to happen is trigger in.
Face me, Lord of Murder.
I want him to get stuck.
You are indeed family. Face me, Lord of Murder.
More.
You are indeed face me, the
We got him.
new Lord of Murder.
And time. That's it. That's it. Sub 135. I'll have to go back and check how long it took me to get into the pass. But Baldur's Gate with the Breathless Link for the pass, sub 135. I'll call that a good day. Alright, I guess I'll let credits roll. If you're interested in watching the credits for either of them, may as well let it go. Thank you for the applause. Just as a reminder, that was Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Death Wish percent, which is insane difficulty. Monsters do double damage. Minimum stats: 3 strength, 3 constitution, 3 dexterity, 9 intelligence, 3 wisdom, and 3 charisma. And no items, but plot and quest items strictly for the purposes of finishing plot and quest ones. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, to explain, explain what was going on with the past. So, There's a glitch which is been known for a while, where if you the whole game Link to the Past is on one big contiguous map, and all areas have a top layer and a bottom layer, which is why you can cross over bridges or under bridges, but you can't cross from over bridges to below bridges without walking around. If you jump from an upper level to a lower level, and while in midair, save and quit, something funky happens with saving the restore height bit or something like that. And when you restart, if you get hit, you'll get reverted to the ground floor, no matter where you are. So, speedrun, what you're doing, go get the sword, get into the castle, get up to a ledge, jump off the ledge, save and quit, and then run as fast as you can back from the tunnel where you get the sword, which is where it starts you off, you save and quit at that point, up to the castle, round out to an edge, get hit by an enemy, and that pushes you down to the ground floor. You're now actually out of bounds from normal play. You're on the other side of the wall from the lower floor, which lets you walk around outside the boundary of the normal terrain of the game. And from that room, you go north a handful of screens. I don't know, 6 to 8 screens I'd have to count. You have to avoid a couple of doorways which have walls that will interrupt you, so you have to be a little bit careful where you're going. And you also have to be a little bit careful because you can accidentally jump back in bounds if you run up against the wrong barriers. But if you stay out of bounds, you can walk right on by up through a couple of glitched rooms and then onto the room for the final fight for Ganon. And that room has a trigger, a horizontal trigger, that once you get above a certain height in that room, it triggers the Triforce room. And normally, when you're inside fighting Ganon, the door to let you get above that height only opens up after you kill Ganon. But since we're out of bounds, we can walk on the outside border up to that trigger height, and then just immediately pop into the Triforce room. That run takes... There are speedrunners who can do it a little faster than I can. That run usually takes me about 3 minutes and 15 seconds. I might have gotten a little bit better, it's been a while since I've timed it, but it's still going to be in excess of 3 minutes. And so then the trick is, of course, holding your breath for 3 minutes without losing your cool while you're doing stressful things, which of course increases your heart rate, which of course makes it harder to hold your breath for that long. The average person can hold their breath for usually between 30 and 45 seconds, though partly that's a question of lung capacity and how effectively you can draw oxygen in, but it's also partly a question of willpower. The average person will pass out after about 4 minutes. So I'm threading the needle kind of thin on that one since I'm also under stress. But I don't know, maybe I also have a slightly higher than average and the force of will for that
foresaw his own death and sired mortal children in an effort to bring about his return.
And so we're going to bring it into the
you put an end to
expansion
Sarah's
to being
plans and slew your half-brother.
bridging the gaps between
With his passing,
Baldur's Gate 1 and
you
Baldur's Gate 2.
became known as the hero of Baldur's Gate.
Speedrun for Baldur's Gate 1.
Now, a new threat
And,
casts a shadow over the city. A massive army on a holy crusade has thrown the Sword Coast into turmoil. Little is known of the crusade's leader,
Thank you guys for watching.
warrior Kalar Argent.